And if you're new here, hey girlies! So today's video might be the last one I record before I go to prison. So let's do this. So today's video is gonna be a Q&A, but I'm gonna be talking about more I'm gonna be talking about more like adult questions, I guess. So we're not gonna be sitting here like, what's your favorite color? It's gonna be like more serious stuff. Today I'm going to get deep. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you don't, please watch a different one, I'm sorry. But before we get started with this video, I want to introduce you guys to Lost Island. The Lost Island is an adventure game. I'm gonna show you guys a little demo of how to play it. But basically what you do is you start off as a brand new island owner. There's like a whole mystery about it. The previous island owner went missing. You start off with your little mansion and that's it. I'm gonna show you guys. So this is what my island looks like. As you can see, I have my little mansion. None of this is going to be here. Keep in mind, if you look at my screen, I'm on level 110. I actually really play this game. It's nice to take some me time and just relax, sit there, enjoy yourself. So I'll sit here with some tea and just play my game. I'm the kind of person that has games on my phone. Like I have so many games on my phone, and this one is like the one that I'm going to the most. As you can see, I have my mansion, my bar, my pool. I have built all of this from playing the game. I haven't spent any in-app money, which you can definitely do, but I built all this stuff. Right now I'm working on my lighthouse. So I have this girl right here, she's an archaeologist, and she helps you like throughout the game, basically like building and cleaning things up and just making your island.
And something really cool for you guys, whoever can get to the highest level by December 1st has the chance to win an Apple Watch. So make sure you guys download the game. Like I said, it's free and you can win a watch.
You want a free Apple Watch? Sit there and play. I'm only on level 110 and I play this all the time. It does get a little challenging, but I feel like that's what makes it more fun. If you're just sitting here and it's, you know, some childish stuff, then like, no. But you actually, it's a little difficult. It's free in the App Store, like I said. It's super fun. I absolutely love it. So if you're interested in playing Lost Island, like I said, super fun and it's free, and you want the chance to win an Apple Watch, definitely click the link below. I will have it to the App Store. So the first question comes from this bitch and behind me. Why is your head so big?
Bitch.
The more money, the bigger the head. Have you ever fallen for someone so hard? No. How many babies do you want in the future? Well, if I manage to keep a man in the future, hopefully many. What advice would you give to people in relationships, especially in high school? Don't. My advice is, honestly, if you have the intentions of furthering your education, do not waste your time in a relationship, because I'm gonna keep it real with you. You might think that everything you learn in high school is bullshit. Maybe at least 30% of it you don't really need, but if you are gonna go on to college or university or whatever your career be that needs, you know, a further education, you need to focus 100% on school. Because once you take that first college class and you realize that, oh wow, I'm at an 8th grade level because I didn't pay attention, you're gonna be fucked. You're gonna have to take every single math class until you catch up with the rest of your classmates. So you need to actually pay attention. Don't have time for boys, no time for girls, because at the end of the day, 99.9%, yes, I came up with my own statistics, 99.9% of relationships in high school are not going to work out. You may think that's your high school sweetheart, but maybe 0.2% of those relationships turn into something. So, all in all, just don't get in a relationship in high school. It's not even worth it. It's literally just a waste of time. I'm sorry, maybe I sound negative. I was in a relationship in high school, so I'm not sitting here like, oh, I was bitter because no one wanted me. I mean, nobody wanted me. Please talk about losing your virginity and relationships you know. Okay, so I already have like a whole video talking about virginity and stuff. I saw somebody else asked if it hurt. No. Everybody's different. Everyone has different pain tolerance, so I guess it's like whatever your body's, however. What? What was that? But yeah, it's probably good. You're just gonna either feel a lot of pain or a lot of pressure. You're just one of the two. I have videos about it. Go watch those. Do you have another job that's not YouTube? Yes, I actually run the metro. I'm actually on my way there now. That's not making fun of people that drive the metro. You do what you gotta do. But no, I don't have a job outside of this. But I am going to school because I do want to actually like start a company and like, I want millions, bitch. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, yes, I love YouTube and stuff, but like, I want to have like a real career outside of this. Like, Shane Dawson made this his career, bitch. Like, David Dobrik, this is his career. But like, I want to have something outside of this. I'm comfortable, but like, I want to like I don't know, I want my kids to have something to fall back on in the future. Like, you know, the family business. How did your family react to you being with a girl? They didn't like it, honestly. They were like, okay, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. It was a very, very messy situation. When I first dated, like my first girlfriend that I was with, I introduced her as my friend, and that I know hurt her feelings, but I was so like scared to say anything, especially since my family was involved with the Jehovah's Witnesses. And I also had like, I remember I had a dinner, or was it a housewarming party? It was one of those, and I had her come over, and that's when I introduced her as a friend, because literally everyone in that room was Jehovah's Witness. So I was just like, I don't want them to leave. And that's sad, because that's how serious it is. Like, some people might be like, oh, I'm Jehovah's Witness and my family's not that strict. Well, a lot of people I know, their families are that strict. Like, one of my friends that lives in Florida, I'm not gonna expose them, but their family literally kicked them out of the house and like threw them into the streets because they found out that they were trans. So it's just, they didn't like it, but they're cool with it now. How do I start getting ready for adulthood and buying a car and getting an apartment and keeping a good credit score and all that adult stuff? That's actually a really good question. So me personally, I moved out at 18 years old. I did not have all these subscribers. I did not have YouTube money. I didn't have anything. I was working 3 jobs and I was literally struggling. But honestly, at the end of the day, if you got faith in yourself and you believe that you're gonna be good, like you're gonna be good, you just have to keep working hard. So I would say how to prepare yourself. Make sure you get a job by at least 17 years old so you can have something on your resume. Because the older you get and they see you have no experience, they're gonna hire somebody that has more experience, even if they're younger than you. So you need to get that experience and get at least some sort of resume built. As for buying a car and the whole credit score and all that stuff, my best advice when it comes to credit scores is to get, okay, this is dangerous. If you are somebody that likes to spend a lot of money, don't get a credit card. But if you're able to teach yourself, like say get a credit card and have a limit of $100 a month, like tell them like I only want $100, so you can use that just to, you know, get gas and then pay it off right after you spend something, and that's gonna start building your credit score. Anything that you do will not show up on your credit score until 6 months. So don't think you're opening a credit card in January and you're gonna get accepted to an apartment complex in February. So you need to definitely plan ahead of time. I would say when you're around 15 or 16, have your parents give you a joint credit card account so they can see what you're doing, and maybe have like $100 on there and just pay for gas and stuff like that. As for getting an apartment, the rule for most apartment complexes, you need to make 3 times, either 2 to 3 times the amount of your rent. So if you're looking at apartments that are $1,000 a month, you need to be making a minimum of $3,000 a month, and that does not sound normal for an 18-year-old. So you have to definitely like keep all that stuff in mind, whether you got to get a roommate, so each of you need to make at least $1,500 a month so they can like split it. It's a little complicated, but I mean it depends on where you live. You could probably find an apartment for like $800. I'm not sure. Where I lived, my first apartment was $750 a month. It was in the hood. That's where most of my story times came from. Very scary stuff, but I was good. So I don't know, it's just a lot of preparation from like your late teens once you go into your adulthood. It's scary because I know a lot of people that are like 19 years old, 20 years old, and they still don't know what the fuck they're doing. So just prepare yourself ahead of time. How do you point out snakes? Honestly, if you really want to point someone out, they show their true colors from the beginning. I noticed that. I like to, you know, make excuses like, oh, they tricked me. But most of the time, people will show you signs from the beginning, but you choose to ignore those. Whether it's they're only sticking around when they need something from you, or they're only there to talk shit, they're only talking about this. Like, there's so many signs, but you need to actually like point them out and pay attention. I can see you in the mirror like posing. How to deal with negative friends or people that don't always support you. There's no such thing as a negative friend. That's all I have to say. If they're your friend, they're not gonna be negative with you. As for people that don't support you, cut them out of your life. You don't need them. Even if you're alone at the end of the day, you're gonna find somebody that's more positive, because to be real with you, Chief, negativity will rub off on you. Like, you don't need that. We don't need that weird energy here. What are some things on your bucket list? Love you, girly. Love you too, Dana. As for things on my bucket list, I want to see all 7 wonders of the world. So I still need to go to Brazil, Peru, China. I have all these different places. But yeah, those are my bucket lists. I just want to see all the 7 wonders of the world. I want to go to at least 50 countries before I die. I'm not sure how many I've visited already. Let's see. United States.
You've been to Arizona, that's it.
I haven't left my home. United States, Mexico, been to Canada, the UK, France, Spain, Italy, Ireland. So far I have 8 down, many more to go. But I want to definitely go to a couple Opinions on friends with benefits. You guys have to both be mutual about it. Like, you can't be over here like, oh, but I really have a crush on him, and they're over here thinking, no, we're just messing around. You guys have to both be on the exact same page, because if you're not, it's going to end tragically. How old were you when you moved out, and how did you save? I was 18 years old. I was kicked out. It wasn't by choice. I didn't really, okay, I saved a couple dollars. I had like a, bitch, I might have had like maybe 2K or 3K in my savings account.
Trust fund.
A trust fund, sweetie, money! I might have had like a couple Ks, maybe like 1 or 2K in my bank account, so I didn't have that much money saved up, but I had enough for my down payment, or like my, what's it called? Your security deposit. Yes, I had enough money for my security deposit. It was only like $300. It wasn't that big of a deal. I mean, at the time, that was a lot of money. But yeah, I have a video. Oh, they commented it. I have a video called How I Moved Out at 18 Years Old. But yeah, I have a whole video talking about it, so go watch that. The worst thing about being in your 20s, being almost 30, how not to have mental breakdowns every day. To be real with you, during the duration of these past 2.5 weeks of me traveling, I probably had at least like 2 or 3 mental breakdowns, so I can't answer that for you. How are you liking your new house, and has any more shit happened with that motherfucker that said you stole his car? So as for my new home, I'm very, very excited. A lot of my furniture gets delivered on the 25th, which is the day after I get back in town. So I'm really excited to start decorating, have floor people coming in, painters. Like, I'm really about to make this house bougie. Like, on the outside, it's like a regular home, but on the inside, bitch, you're about to walk into a whole new wonderland. As for the motherfucker that stole my car, I went to go check his IG to see if he was talking shit or anything, but he blocked me. Finally. Hopefully that means that he's blocking me out of his life, but probably not, because I'm getting some very strange phone calls. What was the most challenging thing you have encountered being an adult, and how do you cope with it? The most challenging thing I would have to say is learning to be on your own and not relying on other people, because obviously you're so used to it as a child and as a teenager. So I think the hardest thing was probably like realizing like I'm an adult and I can't fall back on anybody. My credit score is my own problem. This is my own issue. This is my own issue. Like, I can't depend on someone to bail me out of a situation. I have to do it on my own. I think that was honestly the hardest thing, is realizing like you're on your own now, like you're not a kid. Have you ever dated a guy / girl and then just break with them because you found a better guy? No. If I really like somebody, I'll get in a relationship with them. Like, dating and being in a relationship to me is 2 different things, because you could like date around and go out with each other, but like you're not boyfriend and girlfriend, you know? And a lot of people confuse that. Like, they'll think that, oh, that's my boyfriend. No, if he's not saying you're his girlfriend, you guys are just dating around, you know, or just messing around. So you have to definitely be like vocal about that. But no, I've never like dumped somebody for another person. I think that's really fucked up. When are you trying to have a mini Nessa? Like, what age sounds perfect for you? Honestly, I feel like I'm not in the right health to have a child right now. I definitely don't have the right nutrients in my body because I'm so skinny. But for real, like, I'm anemic, and like I eat, like, don't get me wrong, I eat, but like my body, I feel like if I had a kid right now, would come out with like 1 toe or something. So I don't want to have a kid anytime soon. I feel like I definitely need to be like
a kid with 1 toe.
I know, someone's like, I have 1 toe. No, I honestly feel like I'm not ready for kids anytime soon. I'm still wanting to travel and have fun and do stuff and experience things, certain things. And I'm not really trying to settle down with anybody anytime soon. So would you rather be the age you are now or 10 again? I'd rather be the age I am now, because I don't know, I feel like kids are gonna grow up a lot different these days, and I don't want to grow up like that. Have you figured out your purpose in life? Yes, sweetie, being skinny. But I think my purpose in life right now is to inspire people and to make people happy, and then eventually it's gonna be selling homes and commercial buildings and making millions of dollars. Is filing your taxes hard? It's not hard for me, because I just go to my aunt. She's a tax advisor and all that, so I just go to her and she does it for me. But I filed my taxes by myself one time, and the IRS hasn't come for me yet, sweetie, so I guess I did it right. How did you learn how to pay rent? You pay. Just make sure you're budgeting your money and you're not out here like, oh, I want to go to the movies, I want to eat out every single day, because that's a big issue. Like, that's my brother's problem. He loves to go out and eat with his friends and do this and do this, and he's never going to be able to move out if he keeps doing that. So if your goal is to move out, you have to start to budget yourself. That's exactly what I did, and I made it work. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I see myself with my degree, my real estate license, and hopefully starting to sell homes by then. Like, my goal is to build my own real estate company, and honestly, bitch, I'm gonna go straight to Scottsdale, Chicago, New York, and I'm gonna finesse all these old men and be like, oh my gosh, like, I come with the house. I'm gonna literally like finesse the fuck out of the system. Yes. What would you tell 15-year-old Vanessa to chill the fuck out? Because me at 15, I was so sad and depressed and just like a really like down negative person. I was a prude. I was a mess. How is it living alone? It's perfectly fine because I have a gun. How do you truly learn how to love yourself, especially if you're the most insecure person on the planet? Well, I definitely have had my moments of insecurity and had my moments of like, oh, I don't like my body, I don't like this, I don't like that. And I wanted to change things, which I'll get into in the next question. But I don't know, I just realized that like you're stuck in this body and you just have to learn to love it and you have to learn to deal with it, because not all of us have millions and jillions of dollars to go and get work done. And a lot of people will get work done and they don't realize that you have to keep up with it. You can't just get something done once. Like you're gonna have to keep going like every 5 to 10 years to keep getting it done. So like it's just not worth all the upkeep, and there's a lot of complications, and just I don't know, I just realized you just gotta learn to love yourself. Because we didn't have all these plastic surgery options, what, 30 years ago, 25 years ago? And even if we did, they were probably fucked up, and a lot of those people that still have those same surgeries probably look like, I don't even know. But like, just learn to love yourself, because like I said, this is your body, this is your temple. Learn to praise it, learn to worship it, learn to love it. What are your deepest insecurities? I'm gonna be real with you guys. These past 2 weeks have changed my viewing of myself. I don't know what it was. I feel like I was so stressed about like, oh, I'm too tall for this, I'm too this for this. And you guys, you know what I'm getting into now? Modeling. I realized, bitch, I'm like almost 5'9". I'm tall as fuck. Like, I don't know, like I feel like I don't really see a lot of girls like in the industry that look like me. So I'm like, why don't I like give myself a shot? Like I've always been so insecure about my height. Like that's the one thing I always complain about. Like if you ask any of my friends, what does Vanessa claim about? Being too tall. And I'm just, it's cause like, I don't know, like,
you're gonna be thick with a petite tongue like a C.
Yes, I want to be Nikki. But then I realized like, bitch, let me just love myself. Like let me start dressing for my body. Let me start to learn myself a little more. So that was definitely like my biggest insecurity, my height. So that brings me to the next question. Opinions on plastic surgery, be serious. So I'll be real with you guys. For a while, I have wanted to get my butt done. And it's like something that I have actually like thought about doing like seriously. Like I need the appointment, all of that. And then I realized, why am I doing all this? Like first of all, bitch, I'm gonna look like an ant if I get my ass done, because I'm already tall. Bitch, imagine me. Oh, there goes my phone. Imagine me.
Thick ass, give them whiplash. I think big ass, make them big fat.
Standing here with just a fat ass. Bitch, I'll look like an ant.
But you look good.
It will not look right. So I'm comfortable staying like this. I need to stay like this. But yeah, like I was really, you guys, like when I say like I was really about to, I'm talking about like in a couple months would have been the surgery. And I felt like such a hypocrite because I'm always trying to like promote like loving your body and like, you know, doing you. And I know some people are gonna be like, Vanessa, go get that thick ass, it doesn't matter. But I feel like I wasn't doing it for the right reasons. I think I was doing it for like the look, the aesthetic. Like I wasn't doing it because, oh, I'm super insecure. Because like I can be naked and be like secure within my own body. Like I'm fine with it. But I think I was doing it just to be called thick. Because like you look online, you see how much it's praised. And I'm like, okay, but there's still supermodels. There's still like, it doesn't matter. I don't know. I feel like I was gonna do it for the wrong reasons, so I ended up canceling the appointment. And I know, like, I'm sorry if you guys are disappointed in me and you're like, oh, you hypocrite bitch. But like, I'm not gonna do it obviously, but for a while I really wanted to. It was a little bit of an insecurity for me because I was just like, oh, I wanna have a fat ass, but it's fine. I'll just hurt every time I sit down.
Bones, bitch.
Bones, bitch. Bones. They made the show Bones after me when they looked. They said, we need a title. Oh, look at that girl, Bones. Have you ever been fired from a job because I just got fired? Sorry. I have never been fired from a job before. Can you give us young bisexuals any advice?
Don't come out.
Don't stay in the closet. Any advice on things you've personally learned / experienced being bi? I feel like being bisexual definitely opened up my like sexuality a lot more, if that even makes any sense. Like I feel like I don't know, I feel like I'm just more free.
Can I say something?
What? Like,
since I'm gay, I can say this, but if you come out and no one accepts you, then those aren't people you should have in your life anyways.
Ever thought you were just gay? Sometimes I would think that, but I'm not gay. You got any new music coming out soon? Yes, stay tuned next month. A lot of people have been asking me, Vanessa, where are these phone cases? You guys, I have a collection with Velvet Caviar coming out in a couple of weeks, so So stay tuned, get your coins ready. I have 2 cases and a accessory coming out. Are you content with where you are in life right now? I'm pretty content, but I want more. And I know I have to go out there into the world and work for it. I'm not gonna just like sit here and expect things to happen. What's the dumbest thing you did when you were drunk? Honestly, the stupidest thing, okay, I have not been drunk that many times to be honest. Only maybe a handful of times. I am not the kind of person that likes to be intoxicated. Like, I know some people are like, oh, it's a feeling, like I love it, like I might get tipsy or something, but like I don't like to be out of control of my body. Like, that's like my #1 fear, just because of like past stuff, that like I need to be in control, because I'm like, I don't fear men, but I don't know. I'm just like scared that someone's gonna take advantage of me, or someone's gonna like, I don't know, I just feel like I need to always be aware. I'm always the person that like is the designated driver. I'm always taking care of my friends, and I'm completely okay with that, because I rather they get home safe, you know. But I can still have fun without getting drunk, so I'm fine. But the stupidest thing that I have done while drunk would probably have to be, I almost broke my neck. I literally, like, I don't know what I was doing. I think I was trying to do a flip over my couch or some shit, but I literally landed a certain way and I thought I died, but I was fine. And that's all I remember. Then I blacked out. Are you scared of dying? No. Have you ever thought of life after life? So this is when I get into the whole ghost thing. I have been seeing things, apparitions, spirits, like shadows. I've been seeing stuff since I was a little girl, and I either see this stuff or I'm schizophrenic, so it's one or the other. So I believe that there is life after life. You definitely move on to another realm, like your spirit leaves your body. That's my beliefs. So I do think there is something that happens after all of the physical world, you know. What event made you realize that you made it? I have not made it. What advice do you have for someone thinking of starting a YouTube channel? Do not start it with the intentions of, oh, this is going to be my career. Like, unless you're like a super creative person, you're like, oh my gosh, like I'm super funny, or I'm super creative, I really love web design, I really love editing and all this, then sure, you can make that your career. But if you're somebody who's just like, I don't want to go to school, I don't want to get a job, I just want to have a channel and make money and live the easy life, it's not going to last forever. Remember that. Well, that's why I'm always like, this isn't gonna last forever. Eventually people are probably not gonna give a fuck, so like I need to make sure I have a career outside of it. So if you are trying to make a YouTube channel, start being yourself. Don't try to act like Emma Chamberlain, don't try to edit like James Charles, don't try to be quirky or be something you're not. Be yourself. The reason those people are successful is because they are themselves, you know what I mean? So as long as you're being yourself and you're bringing something new to the table, then you're good. Don't try to blend in and be these regular schmegulars. Be yourself, be creative, and show everybody what you got. Because when I find new channels, like my favorite channels, those people got like 10K subscribers, 20K, 30K, and I'm just like, I'm rooting for you to grow, because like you deserve it, you're so fucking entertaining. So like, it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have, or if it's starting off really slow, like if you got it, it's gonna pop off. If it's something that you really enjoy doing, it's gonna pop off. But I really love being in front of the camera, I love talking to it, it feels so comfortable and so fluid for me. Even when I first started my channel, like my first video, I was like, hey everyone, like talking like I had a crowd, but I had one person. But like I always feel like I was always a person in front of the camera, so like if it feels right, it feels right. Is there something about being a YouTuber that you hate? The only thing that I hate about being a YouTuber would be that sometimes I let the comments really get to me, like, and anybody that I'm close to will tell you that like sometimes I really let it get to me, and I'll let it affect my mood for the entire day. And I gotta realize these are just people on the internet that like, they'll talk shit but they won't say it to your face. Like, I don't know, that's the one thing that I hate about being a YouTuber, that I let people's comments get to me sometimes, and I shouldn't. Is it okay to eat your man's ass? Should he be considered sus? Is this something that should be investigated, and would you ever, if asked, eat your man's ass? It's something that I could do. I don't want my ass. Don't go there, please. Nothing goes in, nothing goes out of there. Leave my butt alone. But girl, I don't care. Like, do you? Like, if you're into that, you're into that. I never judge people on their sexual nature. I never judge people on that, just because I don't know, I don't think it's sus at all. If you're into what you're into, then you are. Like, I mean, obviously don't go around screaming to the world. Like, you don't have to tell people what you're doing in bed. And the last question I'm going to answer is, since you are no longer taking birth control pills, what do you use as a form of birth control? Nothing. I'm celibate. That is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I wanted to answer some more adult questions. I definitely want to do another one of these because you guys left some really, really good questions, so stay tuned for more. Once again, make sure you guys go and check out Lost Island, get to level 200 and win that that free Apple Watch, sis. Links will be in the description below. Didn't watch my story time and you don't know what's going on, make sure you go check that video out. I'll put a card now. Who just texted me? Ugh, a bum. Check out that video. That is it. I'm in Chicago right now. I'm gonna go and enjoy my freedom before I go to prison. And I will see you guys all in my next video. Ugh. Why am I related to you? Bye. Whatever puts my heart at ease.